Yes, sir. Back again with the jazz section. Your host, Jazz. My two co-hosts, Dev and Mav. We have two guests today, Daija and my boy Wayne. Um, Let me swing it to Daija so she could actually introduce herself for everyone.
Okay, hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Daija. I'm from Rochester. I currently live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been there about 2 years now. Um, I am an esthetician, so I deal with skincare, full body waxing, body scrubs, eyelash, basically anything in the beauty industry. Currently, I'm trying to make my business a mobile business where I can commute back and forth from Charlotte to Rochester and build my clientele here as well. Right now, it's definitely booming for me in Charlotte. The Queen City has been good to me. I went to school there, graduated, and so now I'm kind of doing my own thing. I'm in a suite. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
I didn't even know you was going to school there. What school did you go to?
I went to Aveda Institute, so there's a couple of Avedas here. I think one is out in Eastview, the mall, but I went to the actual institution. So, yeah, that's where I learned all of my aesthetics skills and techniques.
Okay, then you graduated, got right into it.
Absolutely,
sure.
yeah. I got a job a week after graduating.
Oh,
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Get
still
to
looking
it.
for one.
Oh, damn. Okay, you gonna get it, though.
It's coming. It's on the way. Next up is my boy Wayne. He gonna introduce himself to y'all.
What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Wayne Supreme, man. And I'm here. I'm from the Rock, you know what I mean? So I just be chilling. Photography is my thing. You know what I mean? That's what I do. Make people look good. Because people gonna pay you to look good. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean?
for a fact.
But other than that, though, I think I might end up trying to line up with Daija. Put some work in, we can make some bread. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Or
Let's
you
do
making
it.
people look good. I hope you look good. A whole bunch of Instagram models coming out the woodwork.
And my boy Dev, he's stepping away. But yeah, Dev is the one that's bridging this situation together. So yeah, as more bridges as we can make, that's what we're looking forward to.
Awesome.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir.
I stepped away because it was echoing out here. I don't need no echoes in the recording. You can't edit out echoes, just so you know.
What's up, though? How was y'all weeks, though? How was everybody's week?
My week was good. Well, my weekend was good.
Mm-hmm.
Started a new week, just came back from an event. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, what that was about, bro?
So my bro trying to get, you know how they got women, they can get together and do whatever. You could probably speak to that. Oh, let's have a girls' night, right? So he wanted to create a men's night per se, to which, a whole bunch of men get together as much as possible. We can just chop it up, talk about whatever, and basically create that atmosphere to where we can get together and talk about real things and talk about theoretically the same things the women talking about, just on the men's side, because we're taught to, hold in our thoughts and feelings and everything like that, and we're not taught to kind of express ourselves. So that's really what the vibe was, and to network. I met some good people, to which I'll be working with in the future, futures to come, things of that nature. So it was dope, and we're gonna try to have one once a month, so y'all could come through.
Yes, sir.
Come through for real.
Communication.
Yeah, I want to be a part of that. I'm not gonna lie. That definitely sounds like a great idea. I'm glad y'all got that started.
Yeah, we working on it. My bro put it together, so it's coming. Well, it's already here, so I'll make sure
It's
I let
already
y'all
in
know.
motion.
Yeah,
You
it's
already
already in
done.
motion. Y'all know how I move.
Mm-hmm. Matt, what's up with you, bro?
I'm ready to start this week. I'm ready for Monday. I got my drop on Tuesday, and I'm ready to just get this out to the people because the feedback and response I've been getting is really outrageous.
Made by Mav.
Not gonna lie to you.
Dropping 326.
Yeah, man. Same day as my boy Project.
Yes, sir. Il Chic.
Yep, shout him out.
You dropping that my last
Shout
first
out to
time.
Zoe, yeah.
Yes, sir. That is family.
That's an important date, the 26th, though. Definitely.
March 26th. Look forward to it. But nah, actually, I really want to get straight into it. Relationships. How y'all feel about those?
What you mean? You gotta lead
What's
us into the
everybody's-
conversation.
What's everybody's situation in the relationship right now? What's everybody's status?
Single.
It's complicated.
Complicated.
That's an indifferent status.
Also said what I said.
Daija, what about you?
I have to agree. It's a little complicated right now, but
It's okay to say it's complicated.
yeah,
It's okay.
yeah.
We don't know. We all got the answer sway. It's all right. But, trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it out. I like that.
Trying
Yeah.
to figure it out.
Yes.
What about you, Wayne?
Yeah, my situation bugged out. I'm gonna say my situation a little bugged out, but you know what I mean. I hope for the best. You know what I mean. Being real, being a man. Yeah, I hope for the best. But it's life. You know what I mean. Life is a journey. So
Right.
I'm trying to ride to see where it takes me.
As long as you stay focused in what you got going on outside of that, that should come, right? So,
Yeah. Most definitely. I think well, my perspective with life, I think a lot of things is like full circle. So it's like if you do ever, you know what I mean, let something go, lose something. You thought like you lose your wallet or something like that, and you eventually find it the next day, 2 days. You know what I mean? And then it's like it was meant for me to not go crazy. Like most things, you lose your wallet. First thing everybody do is cancel their cards, do all this other stuff. You know what I mean? But if you decide not to do it, then you eventually find it was meant for a reason. You kind of know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm one of those kind of people.
Okay. All right.
That's cool,
So
though. That's what's up, though. I just think that sometimes you just need to step back and just view things, for a bit.
Right.
Because you'd be so in it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's hard to back up and see the facts, And whenever I get to a confused situation, I gotta subtract myself first and then see what I got left.
Mhm.
Right.
So that's how I
right.
like to kind of go at things a little bit.
okay. All right. So for you, Daija, I gotta ask. How long do you feel like is long enough for a woman to be holding it down in the situation?
In what type of situation? What do you mean?
Like, okay, he actually proposed to me earlier. He said, "What if you and your man, he was going good, no problems. But like down the line, he had run into some money problems, and he's trying to figure that out for that type of situation."
So financial stability.
First, let's take the streets out of it. Let's before people be like, let's make it real life. He loses his job or something. You know what I mean? He has a specific field he good in, and just say he loses his job. Most people, when they think like financial, he done messed some kind of money up or whatever. We don't even want to think. We really want to think real life. Like just say, you know what I mean, somebody in their field lose their job. How long would you feel as though, as a woman, is your a time you willing to put up to hold it down, basically?
I mean, honestly, if you feel like that's the person that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with, I don't really see a limitation on when to not hold you down. You know, you just gotta persevere and have faith and get through it together. That's really my outlook on it, and just kind of pick up slack where it's needed. You know, if you have the opportunity to pick up some extra shifts, do that. You know, but don't break your man down. Like, don't tear him down and make him feel worthless about it. Like, you know, you ain't doing shit. You ain't got no job. I'm doing everything. Like, no, you're a team. You know what I'm saying? It's a partnership.
Exactly.
So when, you know, you're unbalanced, you just got to keep on teeter-tottering until y'all could be on the
Get
same
right.
wavelength. Yeah.
Get right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So no specific situation, but how do you feel like a relationship should go? Like, he's like paying all the bills, and he got to keep the love part up to par too. Like,
I definitely feel like men are providers. I feel like, you know, that is one of the biggest qualities that women should look for in a man as far as characteristic wise, because you want to make sure that you have a man, you know, and it sounds like, oh, what do you mean by have a man? But there's a boy and there's a man, you know, and there's like your mama's boys. There's like, you know, the guy who works a lot and, you know, ignores his family or whatever. So I kind of think it also depends on how old you are. What's your, where you are as far as occupation wise, how much money you're making. And again, that kind of goes back to if you feel like you're going to take this person seriously, y'all need to sit down and talk about, finances. Yeah, I think that's an important topic to talk about when you're in a relationship. Because you don't want to feel like, they holding out some money or something. I think, it's important to put everything on the table, what you have, so that it's equal. It's equal and there's no miscommunication. Everybody is on the same page. So.
Nah, I kind of agree with that. I don't know.
And I don't see anything wrong with 50-50. I don't see anything wrong with it.
That's different.
That's kind of how I come into it too.
That's different.
Yeah, I believe it should be like two.
I like to hear that, but that is different though. People not really thinking like that.
Mm-hmm. There's different ways.
It's a balance
without it having to always evolve around money.
That's
right. Another thing.
Right.
Yeah. That's one thing I kind of learned growing up with my parents. It's like, you know what I mean? There's different ways you really could build a foundation. It's like you got real stay-at-home moms, and I remember times when like my pops, he wasn't working and he would have to be like the stay-at-home dad, and he would go to parent-teacher conferences and they would bug teachers out because they so used to seeing the mom. Oh, they so used to seeing the mother or whatever. So it's like by the time they see your dad, and then my dad was Jamaican, so it's like he had a strong accent. So it's like they're like blown away, like, oh snap, you know what I mean? He's here for his kids. So it was like, and he was on point, you know what I mean, with what's going on. But yeah, there's different ways to build besides, you know what I mean? I'm okay with 50-50, but I'm also okay with like providing at the same time and providing everything. But when you spending time like that, a woman does have to understand, like, when you're dealing with a man like that, you're going to deal with somebody who's busy. No way around it. If you want a man who's going to provide all the way around, and I'm talking about you don't got to lift a fingernail for nothing on some real life.
Wow.
You're going to have to, I'm not saying like you're going to put work before you, but work is going to have to get done to keep providing like that. You know what I mean? But I don't think there's anything wrong with the woman you're with being financially stable, because life is a journey again to me. So it's like anything could happen. Car accident, sickness, you know what I mean? I don't want to talk nothing about the streets. It's just like anything could happen. As a man, are you comfortable knowing that she can hold it down, knowing your kids is going to still be raised the right way, even if you was still there, you know what I mean? So that, to me, that's something I would look for in a female.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And I think it's important too, like, as far as that 50-50 ratio, like, there's the man and there's the woman. So if the guy is bringing in the income and making sure, the household is financially stable, that woman needs to be on her shit too. Like, you're the helpmate. So let him come home to a clean house, cook meal, all that good shit, laundry done, kids' homework done, if possible. You know what I mean? So it'd be less stress on the guy when he comes home.
If possible.
Yeah, if possible. So.
Yeah, most definitely. I think there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to call her a helpmate. I wouldn't want to call her a helpmate.
I see what she was saying.
But I know what she was saying.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I mean? I'm not shooting her down, but I definitely understand, like, it's just one thing in a relationship, you always want to make sure you, like, big your partner up. You know what I mean? Like as you said, you never want to beat them down at no point in time. You know what I mean? Even when they're doing good, big them up. When they were doing bad, still big them up. You know what I mean? So things like that in a relationship, I know for myself, can help keep things going.
All right. So, Mav, did you say?
Nah. I mean, I agree with what y'all saying. I just relationship wise, I just believe it got to be two individuals. Because if I got my stuff handled as an adult, I expect that you kind of do too. So whether we kind of form together as two, gotta be something great. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I like you a lot, we just love each other just because we together. Like, nah, we built a love. You feel me?
Right.
Off of coming together, off of us being ourselves and making something.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I agree with what y'all saying though, and I believe in a man providing. I come from a household with like a mom and dad, so I've seen it done. And like my dad provide, my mom provide too, on both sides of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen what it looks like. So my example is cool. So I like what both y'all said.
All right, Dev.
Yeah.
What you got to say, bro?
What was the question again?
How do you feel a relationship should go? Like, do you feel like a man should be paying 100% of the bills? Can you do 50-50?
Oh, I mean, for me, it's wide open. It come down to whoever the two people are and what they decide. You got people who's raised different ways. You have different ideologies. You have, people who can't provide or don't know how to provide because they was brought up in situations to where they just kind of had to figure it out, right?
Right.
So when we're talking about family structures, we talking about relationships. I got kids in my school now that's talking about relationships and stuff, and they don't know nothing about a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So if you grow up searching for a relationship, but you really searching for like a father figure, right? What structure are you looking for? Because you didn't see a structure at home. You just see mom going to work every day. When I'm coming from school, I'm seeing my mom leaving because she got to go work overnight and be back in the morning to take me to school. So you're not really seeing a relationship structure, at least in the black community. So when I think about, the structure of a relationship or how it should go however you are most comfortable. But just know that it's going to change depending on who you with, right? So you just got to have an open mind to say, like, all right, so if we're going to pay these bills, let's pay these bills. If I got it this month and you got it next month, all right, whatever. It's paid. It shouldn't matter whether it's 50-50. Like, if I got the tab, if we go out to eat and I pay it this today, and then we go out to eat in a few weeks and you pay it, that don't matter to me. We both eating. We both here, right? Our presence is what really matters, because the money, you spend it today, you get it back tomorrow or your next paycheck. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me personally, I'm not really on the whole, it got to be this way, because it don't happen just this way in life. It happens in multiple ways. Because if I'm providing 100%, just think about that. If me as a man, I'm saying I got to do everything. I got to pay all the bills. I got to pay mortgage, the car payments, the insurance, all this stuff, and she going to work a full-time job, where all that money going? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you're saying, bro.
If I'm paying everything and I got to provide and I got to protect and I got to do all this stuff, what exactly is she doing with her money? Now, that, again, if I'm going into that lifestyle, then that's a conversation that we have to have. Feel me? Like, so it's just a matter of when you go into a relationship and it's on that level where you living together and things of that nature, just have an open mind, because month to month it could change. Or depending on how y'all want to invest, if y'all investing, if y'all got kids, all that stuff, that's going to change with life. So it's more so just keeping an open mind on, just how the structure will be, but keeping it healthy. Like,
yeah,
it's
always
me,
keeping it healthy.
When you talking about providing, I ain't thinking about finances. That's gonna come and go. I'm thinking about, how do I provide? I provide more than money. Right. So how do I provide? If I didn't come from a household that was a mom and a dad and they married, I don't know how that works. So if I'm planning on getting married, I don't know what marriage looks like.
Yeah,
I've seen marriage, but I don't know what it looks like. I don't know the day-to-days in a marriage. I didn't see a wedding. I seen other people wedding, but I didn't see my mom and my dad get married. I didn't see them day in and day out. I didn't get up and watch them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't learn none of that. So I got to figure that out myself. So for me to wrap up, for me to kind of constrain myself to a specific set of principles and guidelines as to this is how it's supposed to look, I'm limiting myself. And then I'm also creating problems in the future that I don't know that I'm creating, because I'm holding myself to these guidelines. So it's just, I'm open-minded with all that.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I agree with what everybody was saying. I'm not gonna lie, but he just went into crazy detail. But
nah, that's
real.
Nah, everything he was saying,
that's real basis though.
Everything he was saying was definitely on point. I'm not gonna lie. But all right, so back to you, Daija. Do you feel like it's possible to completely like submit to a man if he's taking care of everything that he's supposed to be taking care of?
Absolutely. Yeah.
No.
That's an easy question. You gotta ask a man that.
I don't.
You can't ask no woman.
You can't ask a man that.
So a man can submit to a girl, a woman?
You saying in the right? Yeah, nah, like that. Yeah,
okay, that's easy for.
All right, so
for women.
Mav, what you think?
Yeah.
What, for a man to submit to?
No,
a
for
woman?
you. Not no man. You.
Oh, me.
Can you? Yeah. Talk about you.
It depends, like what submit, like just giving up everything. Like,
What is submission to you? So if you submit yourself to a woman, what does that look like? Is that possible? In your
she got
mind?
me then. You feel me? Like she asked for me, and she got me. The time that I have,
He whipped.
You want to get deep? You want
Yes.
Not whip.
Is he whipped?
Yes.
Not
Get
whip.
deep.
No,
No.
no, no, no.
Yes.
No,
Yes, it is
let me break it
whipped.
down.
Yes,
Hey.
Not
absolutely.
whipped. No,
I
it's
got
not.
it. I got it.
Absolutely.
No, listen.
They just put a negative connotation
cool.
on
They
whip.
definitely
Yeah,
did. I
yeah.
told you about them titles, right?
Yeah, it's a title.
Listen. I'm coming into this as an individual. I'm saying if she want me, she can have me. So that time that I have allotted, that's not dedicated to like what I have to do to keep myself up as a man.
Mm-hmm.
She got that. 'Cause that's what other women do not get out of me. That's what they want. Honestly, in my opinion, is that they want you like mentally, physically, and spiritually and all that. And I feel you. We got to build up on that. But if I'm submitting, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I chose you. Let's do this. I want to see how this go.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing right now.
Right.
Outside of that, the whole whip annotation, yeah, I don't believe in that, bro. Cause like I feel like
It's possible.
Like, I know it. I see it.
Oh,
I see
you said
it.
you don't believe in it.
Because to me,
It's impossible.
To me, it's a mental thing.
It's impossible.
I'm not really.
It's impossible.
I'm not
If you're talking about in everybody individually, it should be impossible.
Individually,
But
like I'm not. If you a man, the physical thing that's cool. You can get that for the rest of your life. But that mental thing, like where I connect, like
Yeah.
oh, I like that about her. I like the way she think. Like I can
Nah,
respect
I'm saying,
that.
Like, it's
That,
impossible
like-
to be whipped.
Nah, dudes be whipped, bro.
yeah,
Nah. Well, you saying whipping as in the sense of
Whipped as in like when she back, yeah, like when
No,
she
I'm
snapped, he
saying-
hit.
when
Nah,
she called,
whip-
Yeah, when
better.
she
What I'm saying,
Bat signal
whip,
out,
nah,
he
whip
pulling
in
up,
the
bro.
sense to me on some real life is he like submitted to her, but not. They don't have no intercourse, no type of intimacy, no type of romance. He just like stuck on her, and he knows she do her, and you. That's whip.
That's possible too.
That's whip.
That's another phone.
That's
that
going
To
down.
be-
That's happening.
Not to
Whippery.
be committed to one
Whippery,
female
whippery.
is
Whippery.
not whip.
We
Like,
adding that to the Urban Dictionary.
to be committed to one female is not
Coin that.
is not whip. You know what I mean? But like to know somebody doing something behind your back and you still chasing them as a man, like bro, you something wrong with you, bro. Like something wrong.
That's a build up though. You feel me?
How?
Like because like we know he gonna act like that if she do something, but like he was already whipped before the fact. I'm saying though, like it's just like he all in.
that's what-
like he
no,
like he's so
he-
all
nah,
in.
he wasn't
Y'all not
whipped.
even like the same
He
mans
was
no
whipped.
more, no none of that.
He was whipped when he knew what the situation was and still committed to the situation. So if you know the
Even when it
situation-
wasn't in his favor, you mean?
Right.
Okay.
So
yeah,
in your favor, it's like, okay, I know she deal with me, I deal with her, ain't
Yeah.
nobody else. But
Yeah.
then you know she deal with other people here and there, but you still take her back. Then caught her, took her back, all of
And
that.
she is-
you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's real life whip. Like bro,
that's pain. That's real like pain because like after that's said and done, he gonna have trauma from that, bro. Like he gonna treat every girl
It's gonna
crazy.
be hella trust issues too.
Yeah.
True that.
That'll take. I get 30 years every time. So every time somebody do something crazy to you, that's 30 years you ain't gonna be able to deal with that type of shit.
So I mean, that's the only thing I could say with like the whole like whip situation. But like as a man submitting to a female, me personally, I can be honest, it's impossible. It's impossible because I will always find a way to survive, literally to stand on my own 2 feet as a man.
You could be individual and still be with her, bro.
No, yeah, but I can't be. I won't. I be committed, but not submitted.
Yeah, I think
Because if you
So
want to
what's
be
your-
honest, like
yeah, that's a
submitted,
different-
like you know what I mean.
That's definitely different.
Like submitting, because like I feel like when I say that word, it just sounds so heavy. Like oh, that man gone.
You want
That's
you
what
want
it
to take
sound
it.
like.
You
but it's like nah.
you want to
Like,
take
I'm
it heavier.
still
It's
weak.
like that's why I was like, you want to get deep, like submit, like
I
the
feel like
word.
we gotta like definitely define all the terms of like what it means
What
for a
to
man
be
to
Well, what
submit.
does it mean?
As
Okay,
like
you
what
wanna know the
as in-
terms?
as in like what defenses are down for a man? to be
Islam.
Like, all right, oh.
Islam means submit. So if you know the lifestyle of a Muslim, that's basically having a lifestyle to one woman, and you kind of see what I'm saying, like you know what I mean, like
Nah,
I think it's deeper than that, bro. I don't
In the Quran, it says that Muslim men can have multiple women, but women can't have multiple men.
no, that is definitely true.
Yeah.
But to be the word Islam means submit to the ideology of
Of
Muslim.
Allah.
Of Allah.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, you want to take it a step further, like, okay, before we say like submit, like We really want, you know what I mean, submit, like, to just dedicate your whole life to just this one thing. You kind of see what I'm saying?
Because people don't really be following scripture. Like, we be meaning, like, your man submitting to, like, oh, girl. That's what we saying, bro.
Nah,
like,
I dig.
Yeah,
I dig. No, I dig.
Like,
I dig.
what terms does that come with? It's like, you watching your man submit to this girl. Like, I mean, we don't say it amongst men, like, oh, he's submitting. Like, we be like, nah, like, he getting whipped down pretty much. But what does that come with is pretty much is like, what we getting at, though? Because, like, to submit sound kind of heavy. I ain't gonna lie.
It is heavy.
does.
It is
heavy.
heavy.
So
But
like, nah,
it's possible,
I'm with
though.
you, but like submit.
It's
it sound
possible,
like,
but
my
that-
defense is down.
that's
I'm
next
just
level.
Out here just,
That's next level.
I don't know.
Submission is next level.
Yeah.
It's possible
I don't-
though. You just gotta. I don't know. If you want to see a man that has submitted completely to one woman, watch the Red Table Talk with Jada Smith and Will Smith.
Russell Wilson, right? That's his last name.
Yeah.
Sierra.
Yeah,
He's one, but
definitely
Okay.
watch. But I'm
That
talking
might be an
about
example.
if you want to see a mindset of a man that submitted to one woman authentically, watch that Red Table Talk. Like, and that's something to where he spoke on when he was with his ex-wife and how he fell out of love with his ex-wife, but he would not divorce her because he had made a commitment to her. Now that's the commitment part. Now the submission part is when he
That's
starts
different.
to talk about Jada. When he talks about
That's
Jada,
different.
now that's the submission part because
You're right. Because I actually did.
It's
an
Will
episode,
Smith, you
she
said?
actually talked about how they basically like worked it out, knowing Will cheated on her. Like she basically said it. Like they had real
Bro.
rocky times, and they really stuck it through. And like he submitted to her, just like she submitted to him. If we wanted to use those terms, and
Yeah.
like they worked it out.
They got years in, bro.
That is true.
They
Yeah.
got some years in, bro.
They do.
I mean, they look good and all.
They
but
got
some
kids,
years
they
in.
got
Nah,
a
that
whole
is true. I
family.
don't
Kid-
take nothing from that.
Yeah,
Nah,
they kids
that's
right, bro. Like yeah,
they got what
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
like what 20 years in now.
more than that, I think it is. Because he was.
They got a
his
lot.
first- yeah, it's
because
a lot.
they met when he was doing Fresh Prince in the
Oh,
90s.
hold on a second. First kid.
First kid. What do you mean?
First, like whoever you're in a relationship with, that their first kid has to be your first kid.
Situational.
That's situational. It depends.
Me personally, I would prefer yes.
Prefer.
Yeah.
Prefer.
Obviously, you prefer it,
Who
but
wouldn't?
again, that's situational.
I don't know.
I would say
Prefer.
Say that one more time.
First kid, that person that you're in a relationship, their first kid has to be your first kid.
Yeah. Preferably, yeah. Nowadays it's so hard to,
Right.
Yeah.
you can't really be opposed to situations like that these days.
I feel like a lot of people still do, and it's like, what can you do? You can't reverse time, so you have to
Nah,
just.
man, you gotta accept that, man, because you accept that person and what they came with.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not.
That's
it's
part
not-
of the relationship.
Yeah, man. Like that's who you sign up
It
for.
ain't like the kid came out of like the closet after
Right.
y'all been chilling for a minute. That was probably first date. Like, I got a kid.
Like you already know what it is.
Like, what is it?
All
Yeah,
right,
I got a
that's
kid.
cool.
He right there at the door.
Yeah.
Now what happens is
He gonna be there waiting for me.
now there's nothing wrong because for the youth, there's nothing wrong for the parent, both mom and dad, not being together but having a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
But how would you feel about that if they like have a healthy relationship, but it's kind of like on some like it's like it makes you judgmental to the relationship you have with her now.
That's going into insecurities though.
All right,
Well,
so
hold
so
on.
so
Like-
hold on.
Yes,
So
another
for
one.
example,
That's-
Future and Sierra in that situation, how do y'all think? Like, how do y'all?
No,
is
she,
that
now she
cool? Is
disrespectful.
it? She is.
She
I'm-
trying
How
to
is she
she trying to
disrespectful?
name that little boy
I'm on
Russell
I'm on
Jr.
future side with that for two reasons.
She trying to name that little boy Russell Jr. Now that's where
one.
you cross
I
the
definitely
line.
just came
That's a
across
violation.
that.
Hold on,
That's a
hold on,
violation.
wait. Is that authentic though?
What
Is
what
that
authentic?
true?
Is what authentic?
Is that true?
Is that what?
Is it true? Is that
What
saying
you're
true?
saying,
That, yeah,
is
like,
that
Oh yeah,
true?
that
she's
yeah.
about to really
One
change.
of my other shows,
What?
the Plug Radio was talking about it, and I said that's disrespectful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
definitely disrespectful.
That's
I don't
disrespect.
think
That's
that's-
next level disrespect.
You could say. You could definitely say. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Correct.
Mm.
But
But a junior is a junior.
The whole junior
junior
thing
is a
kinda
junior.
got me
as
blown
as
away.
like
I'm
like
not
as
understanding.
mature adults do not vibe.
Like that's mini me.
I don't know.
Like
That's
junior,
why
I'm giving you my being.
That's what
my
I
name.
said. I'm like, is that real? I don't
This
know.
is
if
my
that's true
first
for
time
sure.
hearing about it. But
Oh
yeah.
nah, they deep, bro. Future got pain.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
what,
yeah.
my
That's-
thing with one of the main reasons why I kind of side with Future is when he really broke it down. He was like, when she was doing her thing with Russell, it was like, all right, that's cool. But then he was like, you started bringing my son around him, and you never brought me to him to meet me. Like, we never met first before you allowed him to be around our son like the way he is.
Mhm.
So it's like, if you would have allowed us to meet as men, like, okay, bro, I actually felt this. I shook this man's hand. I felt this man's vibe, Paul, you know what I mean? No funny style. And it's like, you know what I mean? I know who he is. To have him around my son. And,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? And you just telling me, like, we a couple, we doing this, we live together, kids in the house and all of that. And it's like, I ain't get a chance to meet this. That
Yo.
to me
That's a violation.
is highly
Like, come on,
disrespectful.
like, I mean,
violation.
as mature adults come to me like, hey, yo, old boy about to come around. I don't want you to trip. Come on.
All right,
something.
wait, hold-
You gotta say something.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all, but hold on. Let's go to commercial real quick, and then we'll come back and figure everything else out.
It's a dirty game.
Yes, sir. Right back with the jazz section. I actually want to go back into that Sierra and Future conversation because I feel like we didn't end off on that correctly. I'm not sure who was speaking before we left.
I mean, now that I got the full story, 'cause before I was kind of confused. I didn't really know what was going on, but I definitely think Sierra is disrespectful. I think that she's bugging a little bit. I think that she's trying to take that man's soul because why would you want to change, your firstborn and that's his child? You know what I'm saying? To,
And
to
he
the
a
person
future.
you're dating.
I mean, he a junior.
Right.
He already a junior.
Right. He's a junior,
junior.
so I definitely disagree with her judgment on that decision.
Yeah, that was different. I feel like I don't know where she came up with that, but what you was gonna say, Mav? What you saying?
No, I'm saying that's disrespectful, man. Yo, that man can't look
Speaking
like
to the mic, bro.
Oh, my bad. That man can't look like him.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it sounds real spiteful. I can't support nothing that's like, that on the spite. Straight up.
Yeah. Wayne, what you was thinking?
She bugged out all the way. Ain't no way around it. She bugged out. Like how do you change his name from one man of a junior to another man of a junior? That's crazy.
They switched
Even
my
if
son
you wanted
family
to take
tree
Sierra
up,
out
though.
of it, and like
That's
you wanted to
crazy.
say Charlemagne said this was donkey of the day, we most likely all would be still saying the same thing. Like, how do you want to change his kid name from one junior to a whole nother man junior? Like that's wicked, man.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Dev.
She gonna see my sister.
She just disrespectful. That's all I got to say about that. That's straight disrespect.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ain't nothing more to say about that. Stop it. 5.
Yeah, that came out of left field. I ain't gonna lie. Like for the other stuff that she was doing, I guess she could have some type of right, but that right there, that was a little different. So since we talking about relationships and families, the kids, how do we feel? How can we change the cycle? Like a lot of kids are growing up thinking that the wrong things are right, and I feel like the parents are younger as well, so it's hard for them to tell them what's completely right because they still learning themselves. But how do we feel like we can change that to make a better way for black kids growing up? I'm talking about black kids, but
The dads got to show up.
We need male presence, bro.
That's
back.
like the male energy, masculine energy in the room needs to show up. Because it's I mean, throughout history, it's been broken down strategically, institutionally,
Purposely.
purposely, right?
I think slavery started all that too. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
It go before
Yeah,
that.
it goes
Yeah,
before
it's
that,
deeper
but
than that.
it's
It's deeper than rap.
it's deep. It's deeper than that. But if we gonna change it, then when you having these kids, you gotta be accountable for them. Period.
Exactly.
Like me, my thing is, if I'm gonna have a kid, I gotta have a kid with somebody else I see either I can co-parent with, because co-parenting is a thing. Because we can't tell the future. So if I say, yeah, I'm gonna be with you for the rest of my life, and then 3 months later you do something grimy to the point where I can't come back, like, recover from that.
Can't go back on my morals.
But we got a kid.
Yeah.
Like co-parenting is possible. It's no, I don't understand when people say they can't co-parent.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. But you should have a kid with somebody
Wow.
you see yourself with for like the duration of time, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta. But as the men, you gotta be accountable, show up, be present, and teach your kids that the moms can't teach them, because moms can't do everything. I know they superwomen, but they can't do everything.
That's a fact.
They can
need
do
him
everything.
back.
They
need
can.
him back, bro.
They
It's
can do
things-
everything, but if they don't have to, it's better.
Nah, they can't teach. They can't teach a man. A woman can't teach a man how to be a man.
That's a
That's
fact.
not. Not possible.
That
That
is
is a fact.
That's not possible. That's defying the laws of life. That's like you trying to teach an ant how to be an ant.
I'm gonna
You
keep it
can't-
100.
That's not possible. We
I'ma
can't
keep it
carry
100.
That's a
things-
fact.
We can't carry things that's 10 times our body weight. We can't do it.
You
Ants
see
can.
it. You can see it in people you don't really know, because they make a lot of decisions based off of emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't make a lot of. There's a lot of men out here who don't make decisions based off morals and principles.
Logic.
Whether first pure logic.
Logic.
First is that, like,
The
pure
logic.
logic, but even down to their principles and morals of their own ideology, theology, and all of that. But, like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of people who don't.
Because those are
Like-
people who don't realize that they stuck in the cycle, bro.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a guaranteed fact. So it's like a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. You know what I mean? And that's where we do see a lot of dudes who stuck in the mind.
They cover a lot of other things, though, bro.
I mean, you go forward. A woman can't teach her daughter what it's like to be loved by a man authentically, genuinely. Can't
Right.
do that.
That's true.
You
If,
can't do-
if,
that's
if there was
something-
no man never present, then yeah, that's a fact.
That's right. So then now she's going looking for that connection with a man. So she's running through all these dudes. You call it, in society's view, they're calling her a hoe. But in all actuality, she's just
looking.
clinging to that feeling of the absence of a man in her life. If you show up as a dad and you're accountable, it ain't none of that, because now he's teaching you how to be loved, how to be talked to, all this stuff. So yeah, men, you got to show up, be accountable for your decisions, and then
yeah.
it's gonna correct
Yeah.
itself. But
Not
we
just
got to
your
fight the
kids, their
system
decisions
and
in
all that.
general.
Like, you got to be accountable. Kids tell me all the time. I got boys telling me all the time that they're not basically responsible for what they do. They don't hold themselves accountable. Why? Because their moms baby them and don't hold them accountable for their actions.
Mhm.
Like, I talk to parents on a weekly basis, monthly basis, to where their boys do something, but they blame it on the other kid.
I can't.
Like, the mom is blaming it on the other kid. Oh, my baby can't do that. Da, da, da. He don't act like this at home. Da, da, da. As a man, you correct the mom to say, nah, he got to be accountable for what he doing.
Yeah.
Like, at the event today, one of them was like, he taught his son to tell me what you messed up with first before somebody else tell me.
Yeah.
Now you being accountable for your actions. So if you went to school and you fought, tell me that you fought before I get that call.
Yeah.
Right? Because now it's showing me that you are accountable for what you did. You are responsible for what you did, and you telling me, you coming to me as a man. All right, listen, I have a good day. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Such and such said this to me, so I punched him in the throat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things.
It's a different respect that comes.
Yeah.
You know.
The energy flow different.
And now you learning that. So when you go to school, it's not no, I didn't do this. Well, she said this to me, so I said something back to her. I have those debates all day with my boys. All day.
Gotta teach accountability, because
Yeah.
like we gotta like hold our own people accountable before we allow our people outside our own community to hold them accountable, because they're gonna do us much worse outside of our own.
Exactly. And with
That's how we get caught
accountability,
up in the system. You feel me?
yeah, that's definitely true. But with accountability, though, that's actually even if you don't have to worry about anything bad that you're doing or any mistakes that you made, if you're thinking about on the good side of the scale, if you hold yourself accountable, then you'll think about things like, all right, well, I'm this age. I should be taking care of this by now. You feel me? I shouldn't be having any problems in this area by now. I should be focused on the right path and doing what I'm supposed to do at this time. Like, the sooner you be able to grasp that, then you can make better changes for your future.
Straight up.
That's
true. That's true.
Yeah. What you would say? That.
I don't know. I would challenge that a little bit because accountability is not necessarily push you into the right direction because we all make mistakes. I think the accountability is just when you make that mistake, you own it. And you own the consequences that come with it. So, like, if you staying on relationships, since we kind of in that realm, if you cheat on your girl and you accountable for it, that's better than you cheating on her and then she finding out through somebody else.
Right.
Feel me?
That's
like,
the same
it says something.
Wait. You telling me if I cheat, I gotta come to my girl like, yo, I just cheated.
It did kind of sound like that's what he said. It did kind of sound like that's what he said.
Absolutely. If you did it, if you didn't do it with the intention of, feel me? Like some of them, like if you planned on cheating and you don't, I mean, you planned on it, right?
Yeah.
But if it
what's
happened,
cheating though?
So y'all plan on cheating?
No.
women plan cheating.
Cheating.
Everybody playing
Nah,
cheating.
women
If you
definitely playing it.
women playing it,
definitely
men playing it. That's reality.
Nah,
but
man,
what I'm
no, that's not true, bro. Don't kill us.
But I'm just saying, what's cheating? Like, is you
well,
saying
it depends on what you do.
is we planning to
define
have?
it.
If you plan on cheating, you a different
Put it
dude.
like
Hold on,
that.
wait.
Planning to
You a
have
different
sex,
dude.
we've
That
already
mean
been
you don't
cheating.
want to be with
Right.
her, bro.
So hold
That mean
on,
you don't be with her,
Daija.
bro. Stop.
What's cheating? What's cheating?
I wanna know
Any
this.
level,
What's
like what
cheating?
starts
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
What's your
the
definition?
smallest?
If your man did something crazy,
Yeah.
what he do?
Not being faithful to the person who you committed to be in a relationship.
So
What actions follow that?
how small can it be though to certify?
Any
it?
disloyal act is
listen.
cheating.
Stop. Give us detail for detail. What are the no's?
It's
What's
a
the red
couple
alerts?
things. I feel like y'all all know. Y'all
No.
all dated.
Communicate to us what they are.
First of all, okay.
Like your top 3, you don't gotta go through everything because
That's
it's too
a
many.
fact. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
'Cause
I
you about
want
to
him
start- you about to start.
Alright,
So we got to.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the first one is honesty. You know, even if it's like, hey, where you coming from? I may just be wanting to hear about your day, and you know you coming from somewhere you probably should not have been. I'd rather you tell me. Just honesty.
Shit, I'm coming from the strip club.
I'm keeping it G all the time.
And you gonna
I ain't gonna lie to you.
couch.
I'm coming from
Worse
the
if I
strip
lie.
club.
But I ain't gonna lie.
But nah,
there are
go
lies
ahead,
of
go ahead.
omission though, where you just don't say shit.
I was gonna say something crazy.
Just don't
Go
say
ahead,
shit.
go
I
ahead.
ain't gonna say the
No, say
I
it.
ain't gonna break your heart today,
I can't say
miss.
that because I don't know who
Not on the
see it.
Tuesday.
But I'm gonna say this though:
I'm gonna break your heart when
if
we
I
get
don't lie
paid.
to my mama, what am I lie to you for?
Right.
Facts.
You feel me? I'm gonna keep
Facts.
that 1,000.
I'ma
If
keep
I
it-
don't lie to
same
my
res-
mama, my
respect,
daddy.
Respect.
You feel me? Like real. If I don't lie to
That
my
was
people,
gonna be
like
the
what am I
next
lie to
one.
anybody else for?
Yes.
You kind of see what I'm saying? Like, what am I lie to anybody
Yeah,
else for?
it's-
You kind of see what I'm saying? I
Right.
ain't got nothing to prove.
It's a
Like,
reason. It's
yeah.
a reason for everything that you do. So
Kind of so, yeah.
when you live, the truth will set you free, right? So when you live your truth and you did that, it's a reason why you did it.
Right.
Now, at the
truth might set you
surface,
free a
If
little
you
bit.
if
Yeah.
you live your
So,
truth
right?
though,
if you live your
if
truth,
you live your truth though,
if you live in your truth and
Everybody.
and
knows
it comes
they
to the
truth,
point,
bro.
I'm not saying you
No.
after you cheat,
People
you
out
call
here
your
wearing masks,
girl
bro.
and say like, oh yeah, I
Heavy
just cheated
mask.
on you.
Mm.
It's more so like if it comes to that conversation and you live in your truth, you might as well just say it. What's the point of lying? She gonna find out anyway. Women are detectives.
But
I don't-
they are.
I don't-
Look,
but
look,
they detectives, right?
yeah, look at her. She got an earpiece in right now, spying on somebody right now.
She ain't
Can you
even
turn the camera.
That's how you know
Nah.
they're detectives.
She got an earpiece. She got one in, not two, cause she got AirPods,
They
so
be
she definitely got
tuned
two.
She's still trying to stay connected over here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yo, no, actually,
Yeah, I don't know what man involved, but yo, hold it down, bro. Yo,
I do want to give
make
her
sure
a
your phone
shout
out
out,
on FaceTime
actually.
mode. Yeah.
I,
Look, she laughing. She guilty. But yo, it's crazy.
hold on. I do want to give her a shout out. Shantae in the building.
Hey,
Wanna shout out
Shantae,
our
girl.
family.
Hey.
Along the bridge. She's sitting out for this one, but soon to be a part.
Absolutely, yeah.
Straight up.
But nah, yo, y'all are some funny
Yeah.
people. I'm glad we.
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, for sure.
You
for
understand?
sure.
not-
Say all things. Go ahead.
Do
You got your
not-
third one. Still.
Oh, okay. Do not entertain bullshit. Like,
What's
if you
bullshit?
know you going out with your homies and you know one of your homies is single and he trying to be that bad, that bad influence of a friend, like, yo, just you know what I'm saying?
I just can't
like,
wait. I just can't witness him like be lit.
Nah, but if you know he trying to tell you to take one for the team, y'all
that's
not
how you
about to go. Y'all not about to go out to the club
I ain't taking
and
nothing from no
then
team, 'cause,
and
like, my
then go
girlfriend
out
gonna
to
take
grab
me and the team out.
some marks. What they got, marks here or something like that with a group of females.
He wilding because
they gonna be there already.
Why he had marks?
So that's entertaining.
Why he had marks?
Unnecessary
Why-
bullshit.
why-
They
No,
definitely
don't
gonna
hang
be there
out there
already.
Exchanging
Marks.
information.
Don't hate man's go to marks.
Okay,
For what?
well,
Tell him
I
go
was
home.
just, I
Tell
don't
him go
even
home.
know.
Tell him go home.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Tell him
That-
go
that's
home.
a
Anywhere.
Niggas say go to
anywhere.
Wegmans.
Oh, we have marks? Oh, say less. It's a whole catalog in there. Say
Scratch
less.
the marks, just
Say less.
anywhere in general. Like
Wegmans.
don't try to take one for
Chill.
the team. You
Nah,
know, don't entertain
chill.
bullshit. Don't give your number
killing
out. Don't you know, you see a female approach you, just be honest. Hey shorty, I appreciate it. You know you're interested. I'm happy. Like
Right.
I'm happy.
That's what you want to hear?
She right.
That's what
you
that's
wanna
what
hear
that's what
out.
a real man is gonna do.
So if we
She knows she right.
I mean,
And we-
if that's
stop.
if
If
that's
we
a
out-
one-on-one, if that's a
Stop.
one-on-one contact, because if it's like if I'm with the homies and I know like my boy's single and
I gotta say some
thing,
ill shit.
I just put off a distance energy. Like keep it 100. Like I break myself off. All right, bro, you do your thing. I'm over here.
Yeah.
You do your thing. Don't bring them
There-
up over here. And then when
there's
you
definitely
even
like-
try
like-
to bring
like
them
a
up over
correct
here, just
distance
like
in
yo,
that,
shorty,
though.
now I'm
Definitely.
good. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
It is.
I'm straight. You
It
know what I
is.
mean? That's it. That's all I'm gonna leave it. There ain't no more conversation or nothing. If she try to take it further, just like, nah, I'm not interested. I don't want to be rude.
That's-
I don't
that's
wanna be
wonderful that
disrespectful.
you do
know what
that.
I mean? It is what it is.
That's just like my top 3 of what was the question again? Faithful, committed,
Yeah,
cheating.
What do you consider cheating?
Okay.
Yeah, what do you consider?
What are the
So
don'ts?
that's one. Don't do that shit.
All right, so that's one.
That's a big
What's-
one. That one had tabs.
Now, hold on. What's 2 and 3?
Do.
You feel me?
Hold on, wait. What's
points on that, fam?
what's 2 and 3 though?
Yeah,
You said one. You said top 3.
I feel like I said, didn't I say all of
Yeah,
them?
you
No,
said
what's
3.
the one that really got you like if a dude really had you fucked up? Like what? Is it? Like, how dare you? Nigga?
Damn, like honestly, for me personally, it would be what I just talked about because
Okay.
I feel like that's what I struggle with, and also too,
Yeah, it's that third one.
also
Going
too
out,
that
entertaining people.
because the dude who I was dating, he was a bouncer. Like you have contact with so many females. Like
I'm working, baby. Stop. Stop. I'm working, baby. Stop. Baby, you know I had to go in the bathroom and see who was in there. 'Cause, you know, I mean, I'm bouncing people about the
don't
club.
Do that
I just
shit.
let her in for free.
She had a big butt, so I was bouncing in the club. But it was for work, so I'm just bouncing.
See,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
I was doing the
So
Diddy bounce.
I don't know him though. Shout out to him though. He probably seen Jones. But like y'all apart, so it don't matter.
yeah,
You doing you.
right.
You're not even here.
No,
You're not even here.
yeah.
Shout out to you.
Nah, for real though, bro. Nah, I definitely. Yeah, that was an interesting topic, but nah, things happen, and you gotta recover from that, regardless of what's going on. Music. Hold first. I want to hear hot picks. I guess I will call this hot picks. Everybody just say a song from that like kind of defined their week, or like what song they were listening to heavy this week that was on repeat. Anybody can go first.
Wow.
Yeah.
What you bumping?
Why do I gotta
What y'all
be
bumping?
first?
We did it yesterday.
It's so different. Matter of fact,
Shantae.
Shantae.
one AirPod, real humble over there. What you bumping right now? Album or just one song, single? What you bumping right now?
Nothing.
When you
No
pulled up,
way.
what was in the car? What
Why you gotta throw it back
Dang, that's
on
a-
me,
Dang.
sis?
We all looking at
That was a good alley.
That was a good
behind the
bounce
back.
back.
Whatever she-
behind the back, like.
That's a good bounce back.
She said,
yeah.
"What?
whatever she was playing.
Nah,
Yeah.
so anybody that's ready, you know what you was bumping this week, Wayne?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I got a whole playlist of like my favorite songs
Right.
I listen to, and I just listen to it.
What it
constantly.
is?
I mean, it's like 1,800 songs. Gee, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I mean, it's
Whole
like
playlist.
different artists. Like you got from like Starlito to Nas.
Yeah.
I got some Riggs in there. I got some El Chic, some Paris Polo.
Yes, sir.
That's like
Paris
underground
Polo.
music. Ito, I got that on my phone.
Benny the Butcher, I know that.
Yeah, I got that Benny. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. I gotta have that. All the way, you know what I
Whole
mean? I
Griselda.
got Biggie, you know what I mean? All of that and all that, you know what I mean? I got everything. So I listen to all kind of music, so I got everything in the favorites though.
All right, Mav, what you was
right now? I'm bumping some Solange right
yeah.
now. Her music always a vibe. I ain't gonna hold you. And she always got some like sleeper tracks that I just press play and I be like creating shit and it just be like going. I'm like, what the damn? Like she out here.
Solange.
Fire. Who else? I'm just gonna be Schoolboy Q single.
Oh nah, that num juice go
Num Num
crazy.
Juice crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I
That
ain't gonna
go
hold you.
crazy.
I was speeding. Yeah.
Nah. You gonna do about 90 on the
Yeah,
thing?
no, you
90.
gone. You gone.
Yeah.
The song not even long. So like you definitely already speeding
Yeah.
like off. Yeah.
You gonna run it back about 2-3 times.
I just want to actually like pose a question off of music though.
Yeah.
Y'all still bumping Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Fact.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I've been bumping Rock with you in Off the Wall.
Yeah.
That's, like
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I was saying it and people was like kind of looking. I'm like, what you mean? Like
Never being
I don't
canceled
watch
ever.
HBO.
Never
Nah.
being canceled ever.
Yeah, I can't cancel Mike.
Ever.
I don't think
Nah.
he did it.
Nah.
Ever.
HBO was trying to cancel him and everybody believed it, but FBI ain't say nothing according to that, bro. So
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know where this came about. These people that are going on Oprah and all of that, these same people did
No,
tributes.
The fact that
Oprah showing
tryna-
some colors.
They
I
did.
don't like.
They did
her
tributes
dogging
to
us,
this.
Yeah,
man.
Oprah showing some
Oh,
colors. I don't
dragging
like.
us.
Already,
She said, what
they
happened?
already
What's going on?
testified in
It's the
court.
Oprah situation.
Nah, Oprah
She
just
she
giving
bought
these
the
people.
survivors back. I
She
guess
ran it
you would
up.
Call it.
Yeah, they giving these. She
She
giving
caught
these
it up
people
and
a
ran it up.
platform against MJ and all them. Yeah, I don't know. And then she hugging Harvey Weinstein's of the world and all that stuff. Like, come on, Oprah not
Oprah
showing
what?
colors. I like that.
It's evil world out here.
It's a
Man, y'all
that's
should
a
have known
iffy
she was
situation.
deceivers, man. I just seen her, man. Y'all ain't see a couple months ago. She had some hip hop album. Talking about she was listening to somebody album and somebody pulled her card. It was on Instagram. It was
Beyonce,
like,
right?
Nah, it wasn't Beyonce. It was like a hip hop album, and they was talking about like how you doing all of this, and they was like you've been on your show saying multiple times you don't support hip hop, blah blah blah, all that type of stuff. So I mean, you got one thing I learned with the entertainment company, like not company, but the entertainment industry, man. It's fixed.
Yeah.
Like everything happens for a reason. Like Oprah got all that money. I'm not gonna say like from her whole life is fixed, but it's like the things she indulge in now, man. That stuff all fixed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
Nah, I'm
100%.
actually. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
So,
feel that way about Oprah.
yeah.
Oprah
Did y'all hear about
Oprah's
that?
not of us. Oprah is really
Of y'all,
of y'all. So I'm trying to be even.
y'all Oprah fans.
Did y'all hear about
How
that?
you feel about
I
Auntie
didn't
O?
hear about it,
Yeah,
so
right.
I can't really speak on it.
It's not really nothing to hear about. She just gave the survivors a platform. That's all.
Again.
To
no reason.
speak against MJ.
Oh, okay.
Understand-
ain't
knowing
that right after the
Michael
movie, they just
Jackson.
did some new documentary
Docu-
about the.
Yeah, knowing that the people that did the documentary didn't give Michael Jackson's estate even a platform to speak on the topic.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
and she's pictured hugging and kissing Harvey Weinstein, somebody that's been accused by multiple
he paid
women.
His way out. I mean,
Yeah, come on,
again,
come on,
it-
of
it-
sexual
it's
assault,
fixed.
Fact.
and that goes from rape to sexual misconduct to all that stuff.
All of it.
And he's getting out away scot free. Yet, you trying to muddy Michael Jackson's name, or you're helping. I guess you're not trying to. You helping
Yeah, you
push that agenda. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
that's
come on.
what
You too
push.
powerful to be doing that now. Like now, you showing who means more to you in your life.
Right.
Like, nah, I'm not with that. I ain't with that.
I don't. Nah,
That's
I
iffy.
mean, honest with you, I ain't gonna hold you. I already knew Oprah was on the other side, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
I
mean-
feel like
Real
once
with
you,
man, like,
She has too much power not to be.
kind
she-
of, sort of like. I'm gonna be real, like. If you want to be honest, what has Oprah really done, and if you want to keep it 1,000 for the black
for
community,
the black, yeah.
yeah, let's keep
Exactly.
it. Let's keep it 1,000. That ain't no 501c3k whatever tax bracket. You know what I mean? Not for
501c.
profit. You know what I mean? What has she really done?
She's
You know
done
what I
some
mean?
things. I would say that, but it's
Yeah,
just
so
not
Africa.
Is it making a change?
in Africa. Yeah, in Africa.
Nah, but nah.
that's-
Oh yeah, I take that back. I
She-
did put my foot in my mouth with that. She has definitely.
she's done some stuff. I won't take that from her.
I don't want to take away from her. You know what I mean? I definitely
Just
don't
do
wanna take away from
not
her.
help them push their agenda
Yeah,
and
it's
tear
just
and
like
tear
the-
us
it's
down.
like the
feel me?
weird
Like you
stuff
can
she
feel
do in the
how you feel
entertainment
about
industry.
us, but just
Mhm.
don't tear us down and like you like OD like
She got-
insisting them, bro. Like,
Her
that's not
platform
cool
way
at
too
all.
big.
Yeah,
Way too big.
Especially like when he was alive, like using like on his back too.
Facts.
So, that's not even cool.
And I just feel like he gone. Like, leave him alone.
Yeah, leave him alone.
yeah. I
not
think
let
that
him rest.
situation. Yeah, I think that with that whole thing, man,
They
just
trying to
leave
put him
that
in music and
after
shit.
the whole.
Like,
I think
Some
what they
already
did, the
did.
That's not
documentary after he
cool.
died back in 2009. After that, and they talked about it. Just leave it alone. It's like, what's the point of like keep bringing it up? You know what I mean? But
Man, watch This Is It.
yeah,
that
that's
man,
it.
that man,
No, what was
that man is amazing.
What's Killer Mike's?
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. That. Please watch that. Was it Netflix?
Netflix. Yeah.
Netflix for sure. Please watch those. It's like 5 episodes. I don't know. I think it may be more than that, but please watch those episodes. Definitely it'll tell you something that maybe give you a different like outlook on life.
Nah, Killer Mike be dropping knowledge, man.
You do.
Nah,
He be
that
dropping
was-
knowledge, man.
Ben.
That was something to see. But yeah, still with the music though, I wanted to ask, like, where do you guys think it's headed now? Like, how do you guys feel about where music is headed now? Like, it's a whole lot of new rappers and
I say this:
new
what
artists.
what genre of music are you on? Are you really talking?
The genre is geared towards our people.
Okay, if we
So-
talking
Man,
hip hop,
we got a lot of genres geared towards our people.
yeah,
It's
We ain't listening to no rock and roll.
you say that now, bro.
with some
We not. That's what I'm saying.
you not
So
listening
in
to
the
rock
future-
and roll. Some
we are
people
the new
listen.
rock and roll.
Yeah,
Listen, I listen to Linkin Park from time to time.
Only with the collabs, bro. I'm not going.
Linkin
I
Park
give
is
you
fire.
that with Linkin Park. I ain't
Linkin
gonna
Park
hold
is
you.
fire.
You got some. You got. See, it's like I ain't gonna want to go too deep and all of that, but like black people did invent rock and roll. It's
Yes.
proven fact. It's
Jazz,
already known.
blues.
Jazz, blues,
Like,
all
come
of
on.
that.
Shout out
You
to
know what I
Jazz
mean?
Section.
Like that's already a proven fact, so I ain't gonna really bark on that too
Yep.
long. But like, music is music. You know what I mean? Whether you like it, it's like I ain't gonna hold you. I was just talking to my brother the other day, and they got an app for the radio station down in Jamaica. I'm Jamaican, bro. They play country on here. You know what I mean? So it's like
We
you
created
playing
country.
country on a radio station
We-
in Jamaica. So
we
it's
did
like
that.
this is what the people listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to get the people what they want. So
Mhm.
it's like your ears is gonna be geared to whatever. You know what I mean? My pops was born in the '60s, and I've heard him listening to music from the '50s. And I'm like, what is this? And he like, it's music. And I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
bro, this don't sound like music. But to him, it's music. You know what I mean? So I feel like when it come to music, your ears is gonna just be geared toward, you know what I mean,
It's gonna
whatever
pop
you
with
like.
Yeah.
But all right, so with I'm talking about like all these new rappers that's coming in, like Lil Pump, like
They're controlled by the
Lil-
industry.
Yeah, that's a
Cool.
fact.
Right.
They
If-
industry
They,
plans.
Yeah.
they don't control the masses.
know about
they
that?
songs.
I mean, if you're just
What Lil Pump does.
speaking specifically on like the rap,
It's Lil Pump.
hip hop, whatever, I would just say it's leading towards destruction. It's giving young people growing up in these generations today the wrong image, and they're idolizing these people of what they think that's what life is about. You know,
Right.
It's a quick way to get money, scheming people. And it's what it's teaching young women too. Don't get me wrong, I do like that song. What's that song, sister, that we like?
What you like?
Big
City
Old
Girls.
Freak. No, City Girls, yeah, them too. But Big Old Freak, and her
City
name
Girls.
is The Stallion.
Yeah.
I heard, so
Oh,
it's a catchy tune.
Megan, right?
Yes,
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan the Stallion, but
I
it's
heard
just
of her.
like, what are you really pouring into,
Yeah.
into our kids, like you're literally seasoning them with bullshit, what they should look like as an image. They should have big boobs, big ass, What about mentality?
Right.
What's your mind? What
That's
is your
where Drizzy come
mindset
in.
like?
That's what Drizzy.
Not everybody listen to Drizzy though,
that's
but
what
they
Drizzy come in.
should.
Nah, real talk. That's what
I
Drizzy
feel
come
like
in.
J. Cole too. I love J. Cole.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like
But,
he-
J. Cole,
if
shout
you're
out
talking
to
from
J.
like a
Cole.
female perspective, like how from your
Yeah.
perspective, I would say, yeah, that's definitely where Drizzy would come in.
Yeah.
Like I'm not here to rain on a parade of like City Girls and Cardi, because
Nah, but
you
who,
know what I mean.
I do want to hear those opinions though.
Nah. You know us as men,
Pack
we
it
take
up.
music, rap, hip hop different.
Yeah.
If you ain't write it, it ain't you. So
Yeah.
we gonna mute that right there. You know how. So with Cardi, yeah, nah, real talk. Cause I'm gonna keep it 100. Nah. Keep it 100 with you. The only thing I have with Cardi is that she has like this different type of music sound. I don't really want to. Her music don't sound like where it come from, and that kind of bothers me a little bit. Like every so often, we'll hear like a New York track where like, nah, that's where you put your Timbs on and all that. But like, you feel me? Nah, real talk. But like, you hear all this, and I don't knock her Spanish music because I know she Dominican. I don't knock that at all. Big up your tradition and your culture where you come from. But like, all this different music, want to rap like she from Atlanta and all this, and I dig it. You deal with Offset and Migos and all that, but like, still just be yourself. And like, we clearly know, like, whether she write half of it, you know, us as men, we take rap different. If you ain't write it, it ain't you.
Yeah.
Choruses is different, hooks, bridges, all of that is different. But your verses, if you ain't
those.
write it, it ain't you. And that's just how us as men, I don't know how as women, I don't know how y'all take it, but like us as men, yeah, that's how we rock.
If it resonate, it resonate.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Right.
know.
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, that's for you. Dad, what you was thinking about that?
But what he just said?
Nah, but just in general, like where you think music is headed.
Oh, I mean, it's heading wherever the industry wanted to head. Me personally, I like to listen to. I tune into all types of music from all different eras of music, just to appreciate the art of. And I listen from other countries. So, like when Lady Lashar came out, when she popped on Twitter, I was following her because you notice that in different countries they practice the art differently. So like for us, we're lost in the money. Like the industry says, if you make this, then you get this amount of money. So we just make whatever. Like Bobby Shmurda, he knew he shouldn't have been rapping about what he was rapping about, but the industry was basically like, "Yo, keep on going."
But that kind of come with our culture.
Well,
our culture
right,
of rap,
right.
Though, so I don't blame him on that. I just feel like the name dropping, like that he was doing, I think he should have left that alone. I ain't gonna hold you.
But
for the homies,
but see, nobody's telling him that, right?
Hard.
Everybody,
We
in
couldn't
his
believe
circle,
those are
he
real
was
people.
on his 50. That's how 50 was. 50.
Well,
that's
right.
why
Back
Loki
then
used
you
to
could
say
do
50
that.
was a snitch because 50 used to really drop certain people names and they'd be like, nah, 50 snitching. He really talking about real, but he was just rapping about his environment.
Yeah, but
Bobby Jones crazy though.
yeah, I'm
But
just
he might be
saying.
out, though.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, yeah.
in the industry
Free
now,
Bobby.
that's
Free
like
Bobby and Roddy.
that's expected, right? So you expect the
Free
new
9
rappers
too.
coming in to do that and create those
Free the wave.
those hits. That's like it's just trendy, right? But then when you go and you look at artists from outside the country, they actually working on the craft, the art of rapping, the art of hip hop, the culture.
We don't.
and you see it different. You see it unfold differently. Like you can't tell a Little Pump to go and make a freestyle video
Right.
off of anything, but you can go to a different country and tell them like, yo, go and freestyle about something, and they literally drop bars freestyling.
Yeah.
Right.
It's different now. I feel like we don't get to grow up in the industry off the rip. Like you have to just get accustomed immediately, and yeah, make sure you're on the right path. Because if you sway either way, you lead to destruction.
all about
I say that depends on your peers in the rap industry.
Yeah.
If you got peers like Big Sean or Wiz Khalifa,
They're gonna tell you the right
even
thing.
like somebody like a Meek Mill, you know what I mean, who done been through it. He done
Yeah.
been through the trenches with this rap shit. So it's like if you got a peer like that around you that's gonna like forewarn you, like, yo, bro, you getting this money, you know what I mean? Stay focused on this, because once you start going off track with that, bro, they gonna eat you up. It's over.
Eat
It's gonna
Right.
they're gonna eat you up. You're gonna be in the hole. You're gonna owe these people money. Contracts, label, all this stuff gonna start going different.
You don't own your
Yeah.
likeness.
Exactly. So
360.
you want to stay headstrong for whatever determination, the time you in whatever contract or whatever agreement you got, whatever people as an artist. So if you straight up independent off the internet, you know what I mean? I'd say stay independent.
Yeah.
Get the money. Like there's
I'll
no
say
point
that
of
too.
signing with
Stay
a label. If you
independent.
independent,
Joey
you
a
got
good
name.
sign of that too. Though.
Yeah, there's no point of signing with a label at all. Like, yeah, whatever to like reach the masses of certain markets, but it's like if you know you could work a certain platform for a certain time being, you know you'll end up reaching like Australia, Israel, Palestine, Africa with rap music or whatever.
Yeah.
You'll be good. So I feel like staying independent, going through the trenches, going through the grind, it'll be well more worth it than signing with a label.
That's a fact.
And if you sell 500,000 albums, go, you make $5 million. So remember that. Nah, that's real talk.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think the
Definitely
tape on the
remember
way.
You go
That's a
platinum.
booth.
You go.
That's
Yeah.
a booth. Yeah, tape on the way.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You
Oh,
go.
yeah.
You sell. You go.
I
You go.
can say some
platinum
gold worthy
off of
shit.
Platinum
It's
independent.
I'm really gonna say
that's
some
$10 million.
platinum worthy shit, but it's gonna go gold in America though.
Yeah.
That's some good quick
All you
money.
gotta do is catch the beat. That's it.
Nah,
Catch-
but
catch
I
Apparently
think
you ain't
even gold
you ain't got rap
counts
on beat,
even
fam.
worldwide because it's by the RAA company.
What do you want to hear
Yeah.
these days?
What do I want to hear?
Yeah.
Who do you like? What artist?
One of my favorite artists is Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Fire.
Mhm.
Yes.
Lauryn Hill Unplugged, the MTV special, is
Mm.
fire.
Pouring it out.
Just-
bro.
I got a question.
Just so you know.
I want to ask you something though. As a woman, Lauryn
Okay.
Hill, she like a couple months ago she came under fire that she didn't write some of her lyrics and produce some of her music.
Does
How
that
would you
matter?
feel about that?
Does
Like,
that
to
matter?
you
to
as a
you?
woman, it doesn't matter because it speaks pure encouragement, empowerment, or it kind of teeter totters because it's like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Who was those words really coming from? Was it a man writing this?
I mean, it would make me wonder for sure, but it also depends on like one or two songs. Or she had a couple albums, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Yep. that
like,
matters
I would
too.
have to dig deep to understand, okay, was it just a couple songs? Because 9 times out of 10, I could really relate and I could understand what she was speaking about through her lyrics. So,
That's a fact.
I feel like her music has always been kind of like that same genre, speaking wisdom and light.
Yeah,
So,
empowerment.
exactly.
You know why I wouldn't take that from her, or really anybody, because she lived the exact lyrics that she rapped or sung. She lives by that, right? So like, I got a problem with Nicki Minaj because she's different. She's a different person when she's rapping, per se, to when she's like just her.
See, but she got caught up in the time of hip hop when it was like you kind of needed a gimmick. That's why she ran with the Barbie business for so long.
Right.
Right, but I understand that part, but it's like when you rap, I'm talking about Nicki Minaj. When she raps, she's a different person, right? When she gets out the booth, it's like a 360, right? Her lyrics don't reflect who she is.
But see, that's what makes her an artist. You kind of see what I'm saying? That's where you start taking her from a rapper to an artist. It's almost like how we consider Drake. Niggas be like, oh, Drake a rapper, and then you got some niggas be like, yeah. Then you got some niggas who agree and be like, nah, he an artist.
He's an artist. Yeah.
So you would have to take him.
It's different.
You know what I mean? You would have to take him out of the rap category where some people be like, nah, you can't compare him to Hove. Because Hove is a rapper, Drake is an artist. That's why I don't
That's a
include
fact.
Drake in my top 5 because
Yeah.
I do appreciate Drake's music, but it's like me as a person who know music, Drake's an artist. He's not a rapper.
Yeah, he's an artist.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I wouldn't argue that. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So
That's
with
a
Nicki, I don't knock it though. What Nicki got going on, like Nicki did her thing with the rap game for a long time, man. So it's like I don't knock her. This whole thing with entertainment, trying to get her and Cardi to beef, I think that's kind of corny.
That's
they both
corny.
from New York. I
And
think
when
they
she
should
did the
really-
thing with Miley, like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like
I
you ain't about that life.
yeah,
Like stop it. But you,
I just think with the both of them, they should have like came together and should have like did a 360 on the entertainment industry, like instead of supporting that whole beef and the whole fighting with thing where they had whatever. I think they should have did a 360 and like got low with it and then dropped the track. People would have been like, oh, it would have been. I feel like it would have been a bigger impact if they would have did a song together than the whole beef thing that they had going on, because it's like, again, that's just what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you know what I mean. So it's like, I feel like if they had came together, it would have been a bigger, better thing for people.
I agree.
Whew. Boy, today was a long day. Instant billionaire. I seen something earlier on social media that said if you were to become an instant billionaire, how would you invest in the black community?
I'm doing what those 11 investors for Black Wall Street did. I'm just buying blocks
Tulsa?
30 blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's all
a
I'm
fact.
doing.
That's a fact.
We don't have no business districts. We got businesses around, but we don't have no business districts. You go over to Park Ave, that's all white businesses, all white money. They got all them big old houses.
Oh no, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Come
Ain't
on.
nothing wrong with that. Let them do their thing.
No,
But I'ma
that's
tell
what I'm
you-
saying. We
yeah.
need that.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If I'm an instant billionaire, man, I'm just buying land and I'm gonna just build my own community. Straight
Exactly.
up.
Yo,
I'm gonna buy the land. I don't want the businesses. I don't want the houses. I want the physical
The land, 'cause that's what you paying for anyway. You're not paying for the house.
You know what I mean?
You paying for the land.
Exactly. So it's like I want the physical land. I want to be able to build on it, develop whatever stores, businesses, communities, rec centers, schools, whatever. That's what I would want to do.
Yeah. Nah, I think I'm thinking I would be right in that same field, trying to purchase so much land, even in different states too. I would definitely
In different
expand,
countries.
Definitely expand as soon as possible.
Exactly.
Definitely expand as soon as possible. Daija, what would you invest in the black community if you were to become an instant millionaire, billionaire?
Kind of to piggyback, I would definitely say land too, just because that's what my grandfather and my dad has always told me to invest in, if nothing else, because they're also big on real estate too. So,
It's a pillar of wealth.
yeah.
Right.
definitely is.
It's the way.
That's the real wealth. Because, I mean, U.S.
It's
money
the
ain't
easiest
really
way to
worth
get
nothing.
there. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So the real
That's
money.
a fact.
The real
Cubans
money
don't.
is in like it's
respect.
either you buy metals, you know what I mean, real metals, minerals, you know what I mean, or land. That's your only option.
Yeah. Matt, what you was thinking?
I'm all about owning things, you know. I'm all about being versatile and having money coming through different avenues. But real estate is really just like you said, just like a good pillar and everything. But with that, we gotta be educated.
We definitely have to be educated.
So like we could all get together and make the right moves. Cause like imagine if all of us had that money that like you're speaking on.
Yeah.
So I can't speak like, oh, I just have 100,000 in my account. Like no, I have a network of people who have over $1 million.
Exactly.
You feel me? So you gotta think bigger and be like, okay, well, what can we buy big enough that we can get our money back and still create like more off of? But you know, it's all budget mental.
That's true. That's true.
It's all about the mental. Whew. Oh yeah, the black man kicking the elderly lady. I don't know if everybody heard about that, but yeah,
He gonna get kicked up, man.
I think that was a sticky situation. But I feel like that had to stem from something before, though. I don't think you would just be able to do that in the right out in the public and not give a care about how the consequences will come to you.
I mean, that's abnormal from us because we don't just harm people for no reason,
Right.
unlike white people.
Right.
But he'll get what's coming to him.
So
Us.
this was a white guy who did
No,
this?
he was
No,
black.
he was black
Oh,
too.
okay.
Like I was surprised when I see because black people don't harm people for no reason.
Right.
Like unless it's for a reason. So it's like gang initiation. Is you did something.
Yeah.
I'm catching up with you. Like it's always a reason. No black person is going and shooting up a school or something. That's not what we do. So to see it and it was unprovoked, I'm like, dang. Well, maybe it was a white man. He walked past the camera. He's black. So at the end of the day, when he get to Rikers or wherever he go, because they know before
Yeah.
they get there,
Yep.
he gonna get his. That's it.
They gonna fix
That's
him
done.
up.
You don't do that. That's
They
against the
gonna fix
code.
him up.
That's against the code.
Yeah, that really should be against the code, but I feel like a lot of people don't care about the code no more. They probably was growing up after the time where you even had to know the code.
The code is stronger in the city though.
Mm-hmm.
It's way stronger
That
in
is
the
a
city.
not Like,
It's the city
But-
is different.
and not
Yeah,
only
it's
that
different.
though,
I'm telling you.
knowing like, he done got arrested, going to jail. It ain't like we not gonna see footage, but like certain situations like that, people do get taken care of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a sense, you know what I mean. So it's just like you hear about certain things in certain places, and it's like, yeah, you know, okay, boom, yeah, they gonna take care of him. You know what I mean? That was a violation kind of situation. It's like if when you hear about like some mass murder, rape, they be like, all right, we gonna keep him in some single block cell by himself because if he book with anybody, he's done for. You know what I mean? Just because his name was in the news for whatever he did, and you know what I mean? So with him being all over social media, word's gonna get around.
Right. That's it.
Yeah,
Just that's crazy. Nah.
I'm almost kind of surprised that like another black man didn't jump in.
Yeah, I started recording it.
Because like any black like woman I see, that's somebody's grandmama, fool.
Right.
Like that's what I think in my mind every time. So I'm just like,
Well,
nah,
we're in
bro,
the
like,
age where we record. We get more entertainment out of. Oh, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Just like the black lady, the black woman she was getting punched. Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
white
by
dude
the
was
white
punching
guy.
I ain't even see that
punching
video.
her,
I
like,
heard about it,
literally.
though.
Slapped her phone out her hand
Over a parking
and punched
spot.
over a parking spot.
Wow.
And somebody's recording it.
And before
You
he
know
was
how
putting
quick-
his hands on her, homie had the gun out.
Come on, man. Like,
I didn't even see the gun. I didn't
Yeah,
even
he
hear
had a
about
gun
it.
in his hand. He had a
come
gun in
on,
his
bro.
hand.
Like, that's not acceptable. But
I'm
we
not
living
no
in that
dry
age.
snitcher, but I mean, it was already on the footage. I mean,
Wait.
it was in the caption. So I mean, it was in the caption.
Oh, you see, he had a gun. in his
Nah.
hand?
It said like he had a gun in his hand. Well, and you could see it though. It was like in his hand type shit. Boom. And then like Shorty was on the phone trying to like call 911 or whatever. And then like he smacked the phone. And he started smacking her, hitting her, punching, all of that. And somebody was recording it like from across the street, and you could see like they was zoomed in type shit. And it was just like nobody did nothing. You know what I mean? I think that's the crazy thing with the whole phone
That's
thing. It's
different,
like
'cause the man got a gun, but a dude on the
Yeah, I
train
ain't seen
kicking a
no-
woman, you could tackle
I
him.
ain't know
You
there was
can
no
do
gun
something,
involved.
man, you beat his ass. That's what we could do. I mean,
Yeah.
on some real life. I
That's
mean,
a fact.
Opposed to you being from a distance and seeing that there's a gun present.
yeah,
Did
that
this
is true.
happen
I'm
in
not gonna lie.
Rochester?
No. This was
Okay.
in New York City.
One was in
Okay.
the city and one was somewhere else.
Okay.
I don't know where the lady got hit at, but
I wanted to
Oh
say,
yeah,
here.
where did they say that was at?
I didn't know he had a gun.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a gun either.
I want
It's
to say
really.
it was Florida, but because everything crazy happened in Florida.
That's a
but,
fact. That's a
but it
fact.
probably wasn't though.
Yo, I think with that we are gonna take it out. Definitely appreciate everybody for coming and watching. Good night.
Be safe though. Free text. No.